All right, everybody, welcome to the Dutch Oven Rendezvous Potato series. We're going to teach you how to use your Dutch oven without using charcoal or wood today. We're going to be using Camp Chef stoves, and this is going to be how you guys are going to have a great breakfast. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So you guys will be given a 5-pound bag of potatoes. You'll be given 1, maybe 2 onions. You'll be given some bacon. And we'll be giving you some spices. They'll probably be in a bag, so don't worry about that right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our knives, and we're going to wash the potatoes, get them all cleaned up, make sure they're good. These have already been washed. And then we're going to be slicing them. So now to slice them, what we're going to do is we're going to slice them. Oh, see, look. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. So we're going to cut that right off, and we'll take care of that a little later. Anyway, you want to make sure they're not too thin, or else when you're cooking them, they're going to turn out to be mashed potatoes. You don't want them too thick when you're cooking them, or they're going to be like, almost like a potato cake. Anyway, that's not good to have. So anyway, cut your potatoes, and you're going to soak them in water. You need to soak them for 10 to 15 minutes. The longer, the better. I usually try to soak mine for about 30. Okay, so we're going to keep cutting. I'm a little nervous for the camera, but that's okay. Keep cutting. Watch your fingers. Okay. Oh, so this is how thick they are. That's about as thick as you want to go. I have some other ones. My wonderful wife cut those. Those are perfect. Hers are just immensely, just awesome. Mine are a little heavy, but that's okay. I'm kind of a heavy person. Anyway, so we'll keep cutting these. Oh, pink knife for breast cancer. Yes. So, always support that. All right, so get all these potatoes in there. The next thing we're going to be cutting, and you got to do this in order. It's very important, especially for cleanliness. Next thing we're going to be cutting is the onions. So we'll just basically take those off, take the root off. I need a garbage bag, dang it. Forgot a garbage bag. All right. Put those right there for right now. All right, and then you can cut these onions different ways. I like to make mine a little smaller than usual. I just think they cook faster. They can get in. And get the flavor just right for me. Put that right there. Okay, just about there. You grab me a little plate, Em. Yeah, please. All right, we're going to add just a little extra. We like onions, so we'll do a little extra here. And now the wind picked up. I don't know. Yeah, can you move that over here a little closer? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. That's great. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So make sure these are all nice and clean. Thank you. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and scoop all these up on a paper plate. Kind of get them out of the way. And the reason why we're doing this in order, you do the first thing is the potatoes so they can start soaking. The next thing you do is the onions so everybody can start crying. And then the last thing we do is the bacon so you don't get any cross-contamination. So once we get all these onions off this cutting board, sorry, get these all off the board there, make it look good. Okay. All right. Then the last thing we're going to do is cut the bacon. I did bring a pair of scissors out and make life easy for me. So we're going to cut this bacon. All right. And this is one of the key ingredients to this recipe is this darn bacon, because it's going to be all the flavor in here. So, but we're going to cut these up into 1-inch sections. Okay, once we're done with that, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our bacon, we're going to come over here to the Dutch oven, and we're going to line the Dutch oven with the bacon. I know it's a little tedious process, but there should be enough people in the family that everybody can just take a little handful and start putting them in. The idea is to cover the bottom of this Dutch oven so that there is no cast iron exposed when we put the potatoes in there. This is going to be your buffer. This is going to be the little bit of grease that you need to make it work. All right, so I just keep going. Emily, you want to help grab some? I'm incorporating my wife here into this little project. This is Emily. Want to say a few words?
A few words.
Oh, geez. Anyway, it's like a little bacon party. Everybody loves a bacon party. This smells good, and we haven't even done anything yet. I forgot to put the canola oil in. That's okay. Man, that is just a carnival of delicious bacon. Yeah, a couple of them. We gotta get all these areas where you can see.
You can move on.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of this, this is canola oil. I like to put it on a little paper towel, get a little bit on there. And then what I like to do personally is just rub down this side just to make sure there's enough oil so the potatoes don't stick. Get a little more. Alright, you can see how that's getting all nice and shiny now. I usually do this before I put the bacon in, but I forgot. I'm a little nervous being in front of the camera. But anyway, alright. Once the bacon is done, now we're going to take our bowl of potatoes and we're going to drain them. You're going to be out in the woods, so just pour it right off the the edge of your table. Okay, all the potatoes are out. And then what we're going to do is start putting the potatoes in there. You want to make sure they're separated. And 5 pounds, I think, works perfect every time. This is a 12-inch deep Dutch oven, so it works out great. Last thing you're going to do is put in some onions. That's going to be your topper. And the reason why we have to do it in this order is because all of the heat is coming from the bottom, from the propane. So it's going to heat up that bacon. The bacon's going to give some steam, and the steam is going to start cooking these potatoes, and it's just going to be delicious. All right, next thing we're going to add is a little bit of pepper. Perfect. Marjoram. It's like a Polish oregano. This stuff is amazing. We put it in sausages and anything with potatoes, and oh man, does it make it sing. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The last thing is garlic salt. Perfect. Okay, now the last thing we're going to do now is just put the lid on, and we're going to get that fire going. Oh, I'm getting old. You're going to put that on medium heat, and you're going to let that cook. So I usually stir my potatoes probably 3 times. So probably about every, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, just depending. Towards the end, when they start to just get soft, that's where we're going to add our other toppings that we have. We have a dozen eggs we're going to put in there. We have 2 pounds of cheese we're going to put in there, and it's just going to be delicious. So now we'll just let this cook. Okay, this has been going for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm actually starting to get that little whiff of some awesomeness happening. So what we're going to do is just check, and usually, like I said, you're going to check about 3 times. So this will be the first check. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off. Oh my gosh. Can you hear that? I'm almost ready to get emotional. Anyway, let's check it. So what I'll do is I'll come down the side, and all I'm doing is just checking to see how my bacon's looking. Woo! That bacon's almost ready. Almost ready. Man, can you smell that? Dang it! Oh, that's good. All right, so we'll give it another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll check it again. Just to reiterate, because I was nervous during filming, the bacon that's in the bottom of this Dutch oven, I didn't put any canola oil in there first, which I should have done, because once you lather that up with some good oil, don't leave it puddled in there. Make sure you go up the sides. I take a rag and make sure that thing's oiled great, because when you actually put the bacon in, put the potatoes in, put the onions in, it may stick on the sides. So as long as you have that canola oil, that's not a problem. So that is one step that I forgot. I apologize, but I'm nervous. So we'll keep checking it. All right, so another 5 minutes have been going by, so I haven't stirred it yet. So we're probably going close to, probably 10 to 15 minutes, and we're gonna go ahead and stir. As you can see, the top of this Dutch oven, these potatoes have already sunk down a good inch. maybe a little bit more. That's a good indication that things are cooking great. So now we're gonna see, look, it's not sticking on the sides. Not sticking on the sides. So we're gonna go ahead and flip that bacon. Let's see what it looks like. Oh man, oh man. Can you see that right now? Oh man. So we're gonna go, oh jeez. That's so good. So good. Oh yeah, that bacon's perfect. Okay. I don't have a little bit of water. I forgot to get water, like just bottled water. So anyway, I usually at this point like to just add just a little hair of water in there, and that's coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this lid back on. Ooh, that's good. That's real good. All right. So these are cooking very rapidly because we did soak the potatoes. So we're just gonna add just a little bit of water in here to help with a little bit of steam. If any of those are super excited to share some awesomeness with their families, if you add a little can of Sprite or a half a can, they call them sparkling potatoes. Those are real good too. Anyway, we'll put that lid on. Check in another 5 minutes. All right, another 5 minutes. These babies are cooking good. Let's check them out, see how things are going. I like to take my spatula and poke those potatoes. Once I see that they're breaking real easy, then I know they're done. So we're gonna do one more flip. One more flip. Oh my gosh, these are smell so good. All right, one more flip. Okay, now at this point, they're breaking real nice, breaking up real nice. So now we're gonna add the eggs. So we have a dozen eggs here. They're already been liquefied and whisked, and you're just going to pour those around that Dutch oven like so. At this point, I actually like to turn down the heat of my Dutch oven. So we're going to turn down that heat just a hair. It's kind of a little windy, so it died. There we go. Now with those eggs in there, I like to do one more stir. Kind of incorporate them into all the potatoes. Look at how good that looks. Gosh dang it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. You guys will probably have to bring your own handkerchiefs because you will get emotional. This is going to be amazing. Now we're going to go ahead and top it off with some cheese. 1 pound or 2? 1 pound of cheese is what we're going to be using today. You just kind of cover that all on the top. Matter of fact, the more cheese, the merrier, is what I always say. Little cheese will do you some good. And then I go ahead at this point and turn it off. Put my lid on. Eggs are in, they're stirred. Potatoes are nice and hot. That's ready to serve in 5 minutes. So we'll show you what that looks like here in about 5 minutes. All right, everybody. It's now been 10 minutes since we added the scrambled eggs and the cheese. Time for the reveal. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see that? I don't want to dump this. Oh my heavens. So now your family are going to enjoy a delicious, nutritious, fun, tasty, amazing breakfast. Look at that. All right, time to try it. All right, Emily, you want to come try it too? Let's see how we did. So I got to make sure I always like to have a lot of cheese on mine. I'm like Wallace and Gromit. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. Cheers. Oh, I got it on my hat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys are going to love this. This is great. So, anyway, hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, feel free to contact anybody on the food committee, and we'd be more than happy to help you out. But I know you're going to love it. So, thank you for coming up to Trek, and thank you for being a mom, pa. And we sure appreciate the youth and all that they do. So, thank you again. We sure appreciate you.